Hello my viewers, and welcome to today's video where we shine a light on the troubling phenomenon of racial bias and discrimination even within the ranks of law enforcement. In a shocking revelation, a Pampkhala man exposes a male Karen whose repeated instances of racism have been captured on video, only to discover that he's actually a police officer. Now, as we take a look into the disturbing footage, it becomes clear that this individual's behavior is constantly marked by racist attitudes and actions. The speaker raises compelling questions about the authenticity of these incidents, suggesting that they may have been staged and that the perpetrator is an actor. However, regardless of the veracity of these claims, the undeniable truth remains. In each of these encounters, the individual demonstrates blatant racism and a disturbing sense of entitlement. So join me as we unpack the implications of these revelations, reflecting on the disturbing reality that individuals within positions of authority, such as law enforcement, perpetuate racial bias and discrimination. How can someone feel threatened by the mere presence of a black person? And what does this say about the pervasive nature of racism in our society? With that said, check out this video. I will be right back.
People can behave badly. Sometimes when that happens, they are recorded on video. And sometimes when that happens, those videos are sent to me and people ask me to identify them. This weekend, I was tagged several hundred times in one such video, and I had it messaged to me directly easily 100 times. I'm just going to go ahead and play you a little bit of that video now.
I'm going to tell you again.
Listen, first of all, you are being very threatening right now. Okay? I do not feel safe right now. Okay? And I tried to come over here and be polite and speak to you kindly, and just like you
crazy,
people always do, you get hostile and violent. I'm on my job, and I have people coming here talking about the two young, scary guys in the car.
Well, he's charming. A bunch of people sent me that. They were very upset by it. They wanted me to expose this male Karen. But here's the thing. I've seen him before.
It's not about money, sir. It is not about money.
It's not sure in your country or whatever.
Sir,
it's not about money. This is the United States of America.
I am from here, sir.
Then did you study anything in our schools about this country?
Please take
Capitalism?
Your phone, take your money, take your phone, and go.
Customer is always right.
Sir, I cannot feel.
Oh, racism and abusing an employee while lecturing them on capitalism. But wait, there's more.
Well, this isn't like some kingdom where you can just declare this your property and no one can step onto it, okay, and stuff.
I'm the owner.
Okay.
So
what are you going to just sit out here
I
with a shotgun or something like you're a hillbilly?
Now, you might think that's it, but what if I told you that the guy that you saw in all three of those videos is also a police officer?
Mr. Edwards, do you recognize the woman in this photo?
Yeah, I do, as a matter of fact.
Do you remember her name?
Sophia Jones. Sophia Jones. Yeah.
A cop who apparently has zero spatial awareness because a woman opened the door like 20 inches from his ear and he didn't hear it. And then she walked in with a gigantic check that she basically put along the side of his head. And somehow he didn't notice that in his peripheral. Yeah, just in case you haven't put it together, the reason that there are so many incidents involving this guy is because they are fake. They are staged, and he is a actor. Because why wait for a Karen encounter to happen when you can just improv and make one up? By the way, their improv is terrible. I didn't play that full video, but he says to the guys, like, what are you doing here? And the guy says, we sit here every day and have lunch. And then later he says, you work around here? And the guy says, yeah, I work right there. He goes, what's your supervisor's name? And he goes, I'm not sure, we just started. I thought you eat lunch there every day. And you realize it's all made up. You could say, my supervisor is Steve, and no one's going to call bullshit on that. But these are becoming more and more common, like all of these that they shoot on this shitty airplane set. I don't know if you haven't flown in a while, but airlines don't use LED strips that 13-year-olds buy at Five Below to decorate their room for their gaming channel. And why do they do it? Because it gets views. This is just one of the posts of this video on Twitter. 14 million views on Twitter. Oh, there was a video on this set that went around about a month ago that got a ton of views. It was a guy who was crying about his dead wife. He had a bunch of photos of her. They like spilled on the floor. I saw so many people share that and be like, we got to appreciate what we have before it's gone. I found the channel where that video originated from, and like 4 videos prior, the same guy, the widow who was crying over his wife, was the racist telling someone like, oh, I don't like to sit next to black people or some shit like that. And aside from how cringy this is and how it's pretty much on par with those YouTube prank videos, we could also discuss how they're kind of problematic. Like, did you notice that when he's a cop, he speaks normally, but when he's the Karen character, he has a very distinctive lisp? Like, there's a couple of these videos where I saw there's like guys in the videos, and then in later videos, those guys have on like a blouse and a wig and are doing stuff like, I get to use the restroom because I'm a woman. Just like transphobic and homophobic stereotypes. When this stuff happens in real life, videos like this upset people. And I'm just trying to help you not be upset. All right, there are people who make these fake versions of this, and then all of the meme pages and the Karen pages just repost them ad nauseum. So all I'm saying is, when you see one of these, apply a little bit of critical thinking, maybe look a little closer than just the surface reaction. And I think you're going to find that a bunch of these are just fake.
Now, the videos provided underscores the disturbing reality of racial bias and discrimination, even within the ranks of law enforcement, as highlighted in the video. Now, I don't care if these are pranks or whatever, but this really happens. The revelation that a police officer is at the center of multiple instances of artist behavior raises serious concerns about the presence of systemic racism within institutions that are meant to uphold justice and equality. Now, while the video suggests the possibility that some of these incidents may have been staged or that the perpetrator is an actor, the core issue here remains unchanged: the perpetuation of racism and prejudice, regardless of the authenticity of the situations captured on the video. The fact that these encounters consistently involve racist behavior is deeply troubling and indicative of broader societal attitudes. His commentary rightfully questions how someone could feel threatened by the mere presence of a black person, underscoring the irrationality and injustice inherent in racial profiling and discrimination. It prompts reflection on the insidious ways in which racism manifests even among those entrusted with protecting and serving their communities. Moreover, the commentary emphasizes the urgent need for accountability, transparency, and systemic change within law enforcement and society at large. It calls for a reckoning with the pervasive nature of racism and a commitment to dismantling the structures and attitudes that perpetuate inequality and injustice. This video serves as a call to action, urging viewers to confront the uncomfortable truths revealed in the video and to actively work towards creating a more equitable and inclusive society where all individuals are treated with dignity, respect, and fairness, regardless of their race or ethnicity. Now, the fact that a police officer can be involved in multiple instances of racist behavior raises questions about the effectiveness of law enforcement oversight and accountability mechanisms. It underscores the need for rigorous screening processes, ongoing training on diversity and inclusion, and robust disciplinary measures to address misconduct within police departments. The video highlights the power dynamics at play in encounters between law enforcement officers and members of marginalized communities. The disproportionate use of force and targeting of individuals based on race perpetuates a cycle of mistrust and fear, further exacerbating tensions between police and the communities they serve. The video prompts reflection on the broader societal context in which these incidents occur. It calls attention to the systemic nature of racism and the ways in which institutionalized discrimination perpetuates inequality and injustice across various sectors, including education, housing, and healthcare. Moreover, the commentary underscores the importance of amplifying marginalized voices and experiences in discussions about racism and discrimination. Centering the perspectives of those most affected by systemic injustice is essential for understanding the full extent of the problem and developing meaningful solutions. Now, my response to the video exposing this racist behavior of this police officer is that it's crucial to address the disturbing implications of his actions. Regardless of whether the incidents were staged for views or profit, the fact that someone entrusted with upholding the law is perpetuating racism for personal gain is deeply concerning and demands accountability. While the authenticity of the encounters may be subject to debate, the underlying issue remains the same. The harmful perpetuation of racist attitudes and behavior is unacceptable for anyone, let alone a police officer to engage in such behavior, whether it's for entertainment purposes or financial gain. I don't care. What's truly alarming is the potential real-world consequences of this behavior. Narcissist attitudes and actions have far-reaching impacts, contributing to the perpetuation of systemic narcissism and reinforcing harmful stereotypes that marginalize and oppress entire communities. Now, as viewers, I feel it's important to critically engage with content like this and question the motives behind it. While it may generate attention or profit for the individual involved, it comes at the expense of perpetuating harm and division in society. I feel we must collectively condemn narcissism in all forms and work towards creating a more just and equitable society. I don't know what you guys think, but share your thoughts in the comment section below and let's continue the dialogue on combating narcissism and building a better future for all.